Beer is one of the oldest beverages in human history, with roots stretching back thousands of years. Its origins are intertwined with the dawn of agriculture and civilization itself. The story of beer begins around 7,000 to 8,000 years ago in the Fertile Crescent, a region that includes parts of modern-day Iraq, Iran, Syria, and Turkey. This area, known as the cradle of civilization, saw the rise of early farming communities that cultivated grains like barley and wheat. These grains would become the foundation of beer. It is believed that beer was discovered by accident. Early humans likely noticed that when grains were left in water, they would ferment, producing a slightly intoxicating liquid. The fermentation process, driven by wild yeast, would transform the sugars in the grain into alcohol, creating a rudimentary form of beer. This accidental discovery soon became an intentional practice as people began to appreciate the effects of this fermented beverage. Evidence of early beer production has been found in ancient Sumerian and Egyptian civilizations. The Sumerians, who lived in Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, are often credited with the first written records of beer. Around 4,000 years ago, they created hymns and poems celebrating Ninkasi, the goddess of beer, which is also included recipes for brewing. One such poem, the Hymn to Ninkasi, is essentially a recipe for brewing beer, detailing the process of soaking grains, mashing, and fermenting. Beer was more than just a drink in ancient societies. It held cultural and religious and social significance. In Sumeria and Egypt, beer was consumed daily and was a staple in the diet. Often, it was safer to drink than water. It was also used in religious rituals, offerings to the gods, and as a form of payment for laborers. For example, workers who built the pyramids in Egypt were often paid in rations of beer. As civilization spread, so did the art of brewing. Beer traveled with traders, soldiers, and settlers across Europe and beyond. By the Middle Ages, brewing had become a craft practiced in monasteries across Europe. Monks refined brewing techniques and introduced the use of hops, which added a bitterness and helped preserve the beer. This development laid the groundwork for the beer we recognize today. Over centuries, beer continued to evolve, becoming a key part of social life and a major industry. From the small-scale brewing of ancient times to the mass production of today, beer has maintained its status as a beloved beverage with a rich and varied history. In summary, the origins of beer are deeply connected to the early development of human civilization. What began as a happy accident has grown into a global tradition, with each ship carrying the legacy of ancient brewers and the cultures they shaped. Thank you for watching. Cheers.